It's like, okay, time for bowl predictions. And Tyler's like, okay, I've got a list. And it looks like a CVS pharmacy receipt. It's like 15 feet long. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Titans Time. We're here after the win against the Bears. We got the girls for this video. The girls! Taking one right out of Bussin' with the Boys right there. And
shout out Bussin' with the Boys.
No free shout outs.
No free shout outs. Get out.
We got to quit taking stuff from them, okay? We got to quit. 24-17, Titans win. They improved to 6-2.
Back to the winning ways.
Back to the winning ways, and it's got to have something to do with this new defense, right?
The defense looked good today.
They looked really good until towards the end of the game when they started giving a little bit of leeway there.
Not Byard.
Not Byard?
Not Byard. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Tyler, but
well,
he just had a bad game. I don't think it's a...
I mean, he hasn't been impressive this season, honestly. He hasn't been terrible, but he hasn't been Kevin Byard. He hasn't been the highest paid
look,
safety
we
in the
know
league.
what we want to talk about with the defense. Desmond King, the new addition.
Desmond, the Tiger King,
he
with
gets a touchdown.
I want to talk about Simmons.
He's got more touchdowns than practices with the Titans. Saw that on Twitter.
I mean,
it's crazy. Jeffrey Simmons, too.
Yeah, Jeffrey Simmons was big for us this game. And Jayon Brown.
Jayon Brown?
Yeah, I like him.
So, Jeffrey Simmons, okay, so on the close interception, almost interception, he's up in the air and then contorts his body and gets off the ground in like 0.5 seconds again.
It's like
a big man
squirrel.
moving like that, like a flying squirrel, that just kind of tells you what he's going to be in the NFL.
All right, look, I know the ball hit the ground like he didn't bring it in, but when a guy that big decides to go airborne and lay out for a pass, I mean, at least call it an interception at first. And
so you're going to go against NFL rules just because a big guy dove for the ball.
I say at least call it that first, and then go back and review it. And if it's, I mean, give him a little bit more time to catch his breath. That's a big man to be hitting the ground that hard.
Man, Simmons came alive this game. He really did.
He's been alive all year long.
But, no, I really feel like this game he had some kind of energy. And I don't know if it was because of the new defensive line that was just really, like, making him shine more or what. But, like, Simmons today was, like,
I think the coaching staff dropping everybody made everybody play on their A game.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to
get cut.
Yeah.
One thing that sticks out to me is the Bears 2 for 15 on third down. And
2 for 15?
2 for 15.
Are you sure you're reading that right?
I'm reading it right. I told you we were watching a different defense. But 3 for 4 on fourth down. So
yeah,
they're still stuck in some of their old ways.
Our third down defense was better.
It was better. And, I mean, you have to think that is, well, one, because the pass rush actually showed up and they were able to get pressure.
They had 3 sacks today.
And for 2, we're not playing 15 yards off the ball.
Yeah.
Off the receiver.
They were playing off the receiver some, but
not to the extent.
Right, but what I was going to say is they're actually not second guessing themselves, and if a quick pass gets thrown, they're attacking the ball and the receiver.
Yeah.
Instead of just coming up to 5 yards away from the receiver and letting them make another move. So that looked a lot better. You know, whenever we seen them backing off, especially on some of the 3rd and shorts, 4th and short, we're like, whoa, hang on, guys, let's not fall into this habit again. Mm-hmm. But our pass rush was looking better, and that helped out our coverage, and our coverage was better, which helped out our pass rush.
So Desmond King, his first game with the Titans, coming off of Zoom meetings all week, and, I mean, did he even really have like a walkthrough or a practice?
He may have had a walkthrough on Saturday.
But, I mean, obviously it's pretty... I mean, you could count on him probably having some hiccups in this game, but what do you guys think about Desmond King?
I think he did really good. There's a few plays where he was behind, but, I mean, it's his first game. He hasn't even practiced yet, so I think he'll get it together. I think he did really good for his first game.
I agree. I feel like he really, felt like he had to prove himself, and he sure enough did that. Like, he really was like, hey, I'm here. I'm in the team. Like, let's go.
And compared to Jonathan Joseph?
Oh!
He's bringing some respect back to the number 33.
Yeah.
We're gonna cut that later.
It it had been.
Oh no, it stays.
It
It stays.
It's a really creepy laugh.
33 had been just the number was just kicked in the dirt for several years between Deion Lewis and Jonathan Joseph, and now Desmond King is like a phoenix rising from the ashes.
Like Caver said, he got beat like 1 or 2 times. Got beat on one deep ball
Yeah.
to the outside, but I mean, like he had one walkthrough with the team. He's still getting used to playing with everyone in this secondary. And I mean, let's be honest. We brought up, what's his name? That we brought up from the practice squad.
T.O. Tark.
No. Our other,
Breon Borders.
Yes, Borders. I was wanting to make sure I got his name right. He actually played pretty good today as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I like seeing him out there over what
With him on the practice squad, I don't see how you can't look at him and say that guy is visibly better than Jonathan Joseph.
Like I told you the last time we talked about Jonathan Joseph, is he really doing that much better than everyone in practice that he's still getting to start? But yeah, King, that was a really good play by Simmons to knock that ball out, and King never missed a beat, just picked it up and was gone.
He's quick.
Jayon did good too.
Jayon did good. He poked out that ball for the fumble. The recovery by Jeffrey Simmons, who again, big man, tried to get up and take it, but
Yeah.
I mean, he just reached down with one hand and was like, "This is mine."
Yeah.
he kind of slid on it.
He curved it under.
Yeah,
And then Jayon went poke.
Yeah, he really did. Just like, boop.
We'll stay on the defense for a little bit longer. Jadeveon Clowney didn't play in this game, and I mean, do y'all think that we're going to see like a really big improvement when Jadeveon Clowney comes back?
Yeah, and Adoree.
I
think
Just
adding
imagine.
those two will really bring it together, because I mean, just one guy and then the couple off the practice squad, they really seem to turn it around for them. So
Well, like I said, our coverage was better today, and I really believe that is what allowed our pass rush to get back there to Foles, make him uncomfortable, make him have to get the ball out quicker. Was the Bears' offensive line, did they have some struggles because people being out, everything? Yes, but we've seen last week with the Bengals how we still couldn't get after Burrow.
Yeah.
I mean, we couldn't get back there to him. But our coverage was better. We were able to get back to Foles, and it really changed the game for us. So I think when Clowney comes back, our pass rush is fixing to be looking a lot better. And I like having Roberson out there a hell of a lot more than Vic Beasley.
Yeah.
I mean, at least he was actually getting back there to Foles, and
Well, I mean,
I don't
do
know
you
if he
think
had
that,
a sack.
do you think
or
that
not.
Vic Beasley might have been cut even earlier if Derek Roberson was ready to come back?
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, I think the coaching staff knew that once Roberson got back, he's obviously light years ahead of Vic Beasley, who just kind of looks like he doesn't care. And, I mean, obviously we kind of got a hint of that from the very first when he didn't even show up to training camp.
Mm-hmm.
So, the Harold Landry was great. Derek Roberson, great. And then I want to speak to a point that she made just a second ago. When Adoree Jackson comes back, I mean, we saw today Desmond King in his first game. We talked about that. And obviously, you're not going to stop Allen Robinson. You're not going to completely shut him down in the game.
Right.
He's a good wide receiver. But Malcolm Butler played great. So
They beat him over the top a couple of times. Like, not really for a lot of yards.
Yeah.
They just made catches over
but
him.
he was with them.
Yeah, I mean, he was. To me, it looked like he had good coverage. He got a hand on the ball. The receiver just made really good catches.
But I imagine when Adoree Jackson's back, he'll be that guy on a wide
Number one
receiver
receiver.
like Allen Robinson, right? So
Well,
she's been waiting on Adoree to come
I love
back
him.
since the last time she was in the video.
Let's just hope that he does get activated before Wednesday.
Yeah.
I mean, if
I'll
he
cry.
if
Well,
he
I
doesn't
think
get
I think
activated,
he has to because he's going to be ready sometime before the season's over. So activate him before Wednesday, just so you don't lose him for the whole season.
that's kind of been my standpoint on it. Just activate him, and if you have to play him, maybe just put him out there for like one play if he's not fully ready to come back.
Well, you can activate him and sit on the bench. So
I mean, I think they need to do something with him. And since we did mention Clowney, let's hope that he doesn't have to have surgery on his meniscus. If worst case scenario, let's hope that it's just maybe they have to go in and trim it and he's out for a couple of weeks versus
right.
them having to actually do a surgery and him being out for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Because that would honestly kind of make the Clowney signing not that great of a move.
Yeah.
This
If you
year.
get Clowney back with a new meniscus, I mean, that's something that you don't want to mess with.
We're gonna get him back next year.
Well, I mean, even if
Does he
they
look
just
like J-Rob?
even if they just trim it up a little bit.
Now let's jump over to the offense, and they really didn't have necessarily their best day today.
They didn't, and they got beat on time of possession too. And I want to point out one thing, and we're all going to be on you about it, Tyler. I didn't think at first. I was like, Tyler's like 100 yards and a touchdown for Corey Davis, and that's my bold prediction.
I changed it to 130.
And I'm like, yeah, bold. And now, that was bold.
That was a miss.
No catches, no yards.
Yeah, y'all bring it on, bring it on. Look, you didn't even know if Adoree was going to play, and you threw him into your bold prediction. So
That's bold.
no. I'm not going to give you the
I
satisfaction.
will
of
let
that.
you have. The defense was kind of all over him, and they
Well,
were covering him good.
he
Except
also-
the one, like I think it was the first pass, he really
He
missed
had
that bad.
he had 2 drops. One of them, he jumped for it and he just clearly dropped it.
Mm-hmm.
The next pass attempt to him, the defender just made a hell of a play.
Yeah,
I mean,
because he was whacking the ball too.
Yeah, I mean, he got a hand on the ball before it got to Davis's hands.
Yeah.
I believe if Davis could have got his hands on it, he probably would have held on to it.
Yeah, that's normally how a catch
But-
works.
I'm talking about without it being poked out. But Tannehill was 10 for 21 for 158 yards and 2 touchdowns. A lot of his incompletions were just drops by receivers.
Yeah.
I mean, he had it where it needed to be, and they got their hands on it, just couldn't bring it in. But he threw an absolute dot to A.J. Brown.
He was.
I'm
he was
talking
on fire.
right by the defender's ear.
Yeah.
And then AJ just went grown man and
Grown man.
just pulled the defender with him another 5 yards before diving for the end zone.
Grown man Brown. Beautiful pass, beautiful catch.
Carrie kept calling him Antonio.
I don't know why. Oh, maybe it's because he used to be on the Patriots. Fairly.
And by the way, still a
But,
Patriots fan.
I mean,
Yeah.
Over here. I know there's one thing that Carrie definitely feels strongly about from this game, and that's that they quit giving the ball to Derrick Henry.
Yeah, normally why are you giving it to him on first down? They
Yeah.
know it's coming. And then this game, she was like, give it to him every down.
I think y'all are exaggerating a little bit. A little bit. I just wanted him to finish out the game with a touchdown.
Oh yeah, because she placed a bet, her first bet today. So
It was a free bet.
Henry
You
didn't
can't
have,
argue with that. I mean, if free bets,
I
give them
won-
all day
I
long.
would have won $5.
So Henry, since we're talking about him, he did only have 68 yards today. Titans only had 92 rush yards as a team. Not the best game, but not the worst considering.
it was just slow.
I mean, every team is doing the same thing. They are stacking the box.
Yeah. I mean,
against Derrick
we
Henry.
noticed it big. You could definitely notice it big time during this game. I mean, they were sending a lot of people every play.
They were.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about 7 and 8 in the box.
And his longest run was 26 yards. So we did see him, wear down the defense a couple
Yeah.
times and
Yeah.
finally get to bust a good run or two. But the Bears' defense,
They're good.
they are good. But Khalil Mack was a big non-factor in this game. The Titans' offensive line and even the tight ends, whoever had to chip on Khalil Mack,
Yeah.
done a really good job. He may have finished the game with only like 2 tackles.
Well, I'm going to say, they kept Khalil Mack in check, and I'm going to say, they probably double teamed him for the whole game. Definitely, you can't really see that during the game. I mean, you can catch on to a couple, but you can't really tell how much they double teamed him while you're watching the game live. And obviously, we haven't had a chance to go back and look at it again, but I would say they double teamed him a lot. And I think what you saw, 21 for 68 from Derrick Henry, probably has a lot to do with the offensive line. But considering some of the people that are out, especially Taylor Lewan, and I know Roger Saffold went down for a minute. I don't know how long it took him to go back in. But
Or if I can't remember if he even come back
he
in.
may not have. But, it was a solid performance, but there were definitely some things that, especially in the run game, that maybe could have been better.
Yeah, I agree. And I said on their defense, the two people we need to watch out for were Khalil Mack and Hicks. And really, as far as their defensive line goes, those two were held in check. I mean, they only had one quarterback hit. And Khalil Mack had 0 quarterback hits, no pressures, anything. So they done a really good job against a top pass rusher. And we've seen that our offensive line this year has had some trouble against some of the better pass rushers in the league. So I was really impressed with how they were able to do against those guys.
I'm glad they didn't have to put Gostkowski in a position
to kick a game winner.
Kick a game winner. He actually, I mean...
He made one.
He made one. It was like 40 yards.
And he made extra points.
Yeah. He did good for today. Even though he missed everything before the game, so...
I'm just saying, making Nick Foles, getting ahead and making him throw 52 times in this game is huge. Because Nick Foles is kind of garbage. I mean,
he does have a Super Bowl win.
He's not garbage.
I think he's garbage.
I think he's all right.
I think he's pretty bad.
I mean, I'm not going to say he's one of the top quarterbacks in the league, but he's all right.
I would compare him to Minshew.
Well, Minshew's got benched, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, he was good for a while.
Well, Foles was looking at getting benched until Trubisky got COVID.
Another thing we have to hit on right quick, not only is this win good because it means the Titans have moved to 6-2, but also the Colts lost to the Ravens today.
Yeah. We need to talk about where this leaves them in the AFC South.
Which means we move back up into a lead in the AFC South and have a very important...
Y'all are, like, really excited about the Colts, and they're better than y'all are giving them credit.
No, we said...
Well, all we're saying is that they've lost and the Titans won, so now the Titans are a game ahead in the AFC South.
Right. And
so if they win on Thursday, that puts them 3 games ahead, actually, because it'll give the Colts a loss, Titans a win.
Sounds like preview stuff to me.
Well, we'll hit on that game and what we expect from that game in our podcast this week. But what I was going to say, we said that the Colts were the team that would give the Titans a run for winning the AFC South. Like, I'm not worried about the Texans. I'm not worried about the Jaguars. It was the Colts. And, we have an important game coming up with them, and I'm glad that we were able to win this game and them lose against the Ravens so that we
give that cushion.
We can get that 1-game cushion back right now.
All right, so the way that it lays right now, how are y'all feeling about the Titans' chances to make the playoffs?
Oh, I think they'll do it.
Think they'll do it?
I do as well. I feel like whatever we saw last week was nothing we had seen all season. And then today it just seemed like they had fires lit under them. They all had energy the whole game, and they were, like, showing up. And I feel like if they keep doing that, they'll be in the playoffs, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my stance. I'm going to say that they're going to make it. And like she was saying, they looked like they had a fire lit under them today. And Luke, friend of the show, come and watch the game with us. And he said that, this win for the Titans, you get to see what happens when the Titans defense actually plays better. Because, like we said, the offense
honestly was not that impressive today. They did what they had to do. But
right, they were all right. But without King's touchdown for the defense, it's a tie ball game.
Right.
So, I'm glad once our offense gets back to playing like they were, and if our defense can keep playing like this, I think teams are really going to be in trouble against us.
Yep.
And I was 1 Titan score away from my score prediction.
Well, that's the only thing you have to bank on because your bowl prediction is way off.
It's still a long season.
I said 27-20, so I was really close, honestly.
I said 31-17. So if she'd have got her Derrick Henry touchdown,
I
I'd have been
think with
spot
Derrick
on.
Henry, they need to start running him on the outside and not straight up the middle every time. And
mix it up.
Yeah, mix it up.
No toss plays.
Actually, I think the toss plays have been doing pretty well.
Well, since you called Nick Foles trash, I'm going to throw your opinion on that in there with him.
Whoa! It's okay, baby. We can go.
That's it.
Take 3. Done.
So, we talked about the Colts. Make sure that you tune into the podcast. Since they play on Thursday, probably be this Tuesday or Wednesday. It'll be sometime later this week. Check us out. Any podcast platform, go on Titans Time. You'll find us on there. Subscribe.
It'll be popping up on the screen, all the podcast apps that we're on. Like he was saying, subscribe, give us that 5-star rating, leave us some comments and some questions. We always make sure to answer the questions on the next podcast and include the comments.
So if you're not following us on social media, we need to boost our interaction on there. So it would help us out a lot. Twitter is Titans_time. Instagram is Titans Time Podcast. Facebook is Titans Time. Also our website, titanstimepodcast.com.
If you're on our YouTube watching this video right now, make sure if you're not already subscribed, subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on the post notifications, share the video, like the video, and leave us some comments. We love the interaction. We usually reply to all the comments, so make sure you do that.
Stupid comment. Don't leave a stupid
Just,
comment.
it really helps us out a lot, guys, and we really appreciate it.
This has been Titans Time, and as always,
Tighten up! Who starts?
what's up, guys? Welcome back to Titans Time. After this Bears win, we've got the girls with us for
Wait,
this
the
video.
Bears win?
Oh, sorry. I messed that up, huh? Well, what I meant was the win against the Bears. I'll rephrase it that way.
Restart. Take
I-
two. Was it Pettit or something like that is his name?
Oh.
Pruitt or Pruitt?
Michael Pruitt, the tight end.
Yeah. He's out.
Right.
He was out for the season or something. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can move this just a little bit, because I'm like literally like trying to sit and. Oh, now I can't really see you though. Can you boys scoot together at all?
I mean, kind of.
Sit on each other's lap.
Who doesn't want to block the Keith Bullock jersey?
Oh my gosh, really? You'd rather push your wife out of the frame than. Okay. See how
He said, yes, I would.
Probably. Okay, I'm gonna move it back so the paper's not cut out.
Oh, I can lean. I'm good.
You sure?
Yes. Okay.
I'm bringing.
Excuse me. Who's there? Oh wait, not Corey Davis.
I was so confused.
Tyler, a swing and a miss on the bold prediction.
Ouch.
It's funny because bold predictions are not even supposed to hit, and Tyler misses it, and we just make fun of him. But it's like, okay, time for bold predictions, and Tyler's like, okay, I've got a list, and it looks like a CVS pharmacy receipt. It's like 15 feet long. Okay, so if you're not following us, what?
Instagram, Facebook.